Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we have the new rotation of heroes out for the Pumpkin Pummel event. We're going to go ahead and show you what are going to be the top recommended teams. I've even asked some of my viewers to do some testing, and so I'm pretty confident about the teams which I am going to recommend. So one really good option is going to be if you have Ravion built. You can use Baelran and Tasi as double damage dealers in the back line with the Divine Favor spell, and you can have Damon, for example, further buffing up Tasi. A team like this is very strong, and it is a really good option. We can go ahead and show it to you in action over here. Damon is going to tank for your team and also provide more buffing, and then you have Divine Favor, which gives a lot of attack, even some energy recovery. Tasi is going to get off an ultimate early off into the match. And this is really good, and it can counter and actually beat even some of those Athalia teams, Athalia Baelran type teams you might see when you're matching up against other players. Okay, now another team option you can try is to use Ravion and Damon as the two damage dealers and not use Tasi and go for another tank. This is one that was recommended to me by one of my viewers, and this can be good because Ravion is now massively buffed. Ulmus is a really good tank, as we have seen in even like last rotation we had. Ulmus will tank really well for the team, and Ravion is going to be well protected by the Damon. Eventually, they're just going to be able to burst through the entire enemy team. Although the enemy Athalia did get off an ultimate there, and we took it because obviously we have Paragon advantage. But that's something generally you want to try to kill the Athalia before she can even cast ultimate. So here you're going to see a lot of teams like this: Dunlinger, Ravion, even Baelran. Another team you can try, which is going to be a more defensive team, will be Pac-Bon spell. Again, you'll have Damon and Damon buffing up Tasi, and you'll have Ludovic as well for healing and basically protecting the team. So I want to show you just an example of this. This will not into all enemy teams. Sometimes it'll be better to go for a more offensive option. However, if the enemy doesn't have crazy nuking, like here they have Baelran, they have Ravion, who don't have crazy burst potential. Basically, if they don't have Athalia, then you can run a team like this. You're going to be able to survive. The only problem is if Athalia is able to nuke you through the Pac-Bon spell and all of the healing. That can be a problem, but if they can, then this is a really solid team as well. Even, for example, if you don't have Ravion highly built. Now, if you want to go for a Baelran team, because I'm sure there are going to be some people who have Baelran, you can go for a team like this: Rowan, Ludovic, Baelran, just massive healing for the Baelran, basically. And I'm actually going to have the Ludovic, and with the Pac-Bon spell, we'll have the Ludovic to basically tank more of the damage from the opponent. And we're going to just have, Rowan's potion onto Baelran, healing of Ludovic onto Baelran. He's going to send very quickly, and then from that point on, you're just going to win the match. So if you are able to run a team like this, this is also very effective if you have Baelran built, for example, and you should be able to deal with people pretty easily with a team like this. But it might be a bit slower because you're waiting for time to ascend, so you won't get that bonus pumpkins for a quick kill, but it is overall a solid, stable team. If, of course, you have Athalia, then you can go for a nuking comp. I would definitely recommend Ravion and Athalia together, and then probably Damon to further buff up Athalia, and then give for Divine Favors. Just basically as much buffing for the Athalia as possible. She is going to shred through the opponent team. All it takes is a first dash, and it basically killed almost everything. And then your next dash, and it's all over. So Divine Favor is definitely good for those quick killing comps. I think it's probably the preferred option. And just give it to your two backline carries, and you're going to be destroying. So yeah, definitely this is probably the dream team: Damon, Athalia, and Ravion. However, Damon, Ravion, and just any other threat, which is basically just Tasi, other people would not have other heroes built, with the Divine Favor spell, this is really solid. And even, look at this, they have a Dunlinger. It doesn't matter, you're still going to have high damage burst. They did nuke the Tasi hard, so this comp still looks a little bit risky, to be honest. Still looks a bit risky. However, if you look at that Athalia burst right at the beginning, the opponent had the Divine Favor, and I think they had the Demon wasn't even buffing Athalia. But look at her nuke. She almost one-shot Tasi, and that was just a dash, yeah. So if your Tasi gets one-shot, that's going to be very bad, because then obviously you're probably going to lose from that point on. The ultimate of Athalia you can take because you have the lifesaver shield, and Baelran is able to take that. And I guess even if the dash would have killed Tasi, you would have gone the lifesaver shield proc from the Ravion, and then Tasi still has enough time to get off her ultimate. The Athalia has solo potential, so that's just the thing you have to keep in mind. Like, Athalias are going to be your toughest opponent in this basically challenge. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully it's helpful. If you have any other teams that work for you, feel free to share them in the comment section down below. That is much appreciated. And as for the guesses that I have for today, yeah, we're going for the Athalia Damon nuking team, which is probably going to be better. Almost definitely, I'm very confident about that. And for this other team, again, another Athalia nuking team. Like, Scarlita is very ineffective if she doesn't have enough allies, and we've seen Athalia can even nuke through an enemy Tasi. We have Dunlinger, who would be preventing, like, Tasi from ultimating until the bell wears off. And then, yeah, Donald won't really do much, but he should do something, some damage output. It's really just Athalia and Dunlinger which will probably win for that team. So those are my two guesses. They are the favorites to win, but I still win for them. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you're not already a member of my AFK Journey Discord server, please join that. There's a link to that in the description of this video. Also, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There is a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.